Omegle, the place where you could randomly video chat with random strangers. What a wonderful idea. Now, what is Omegle? For those of you who've been living under a rock for the past couple of years, Omegle used to be this website where you could randomly video chat with random strangers. What a brilliant idea, you know, because everyone on the internet is just the most nicest person you'll ever meet. You know, there's never any problems on the internet, except for the occasional creep, one or two creeps on the internet, and there's a lot of them, might I add. Now, I remember explicitly using Omegle, literally a week before it shut down. And I explicitly remember this one guy that I came across. It was basically like a PNG. It was like the guy put a PNG image of like a Roblox character, and right next to the character was him, and he was just vigorously, beating his fucking shit. And, that's how 90% of your encounters on Omegle are going to be like. When you're not encountering, normal people, because there are normal people that use the platform, unfortunately, people that are just going to be traumatized for the rest of their lives. But when you're not encountering normal people, you're just encountering people doing the most depraved shit humanly possible. It's just 90% of the people that you would encounter on there would literally be pedophiles, and it was actually just fucking disgusting. I'm not gonna lie with you. Now, there is a very good reason why this website took so long to shut down, because honestly, I think it should have been shut down way longer ago. I think it should have been shut down a good while back. Way before 2023 when it officially shut down. Anyways, basically the reason why this website took so long to shut down was mostly because the creator was saying, hey, I didn't create this website for malicious purposes. It's not my fault that people are using this website for malicious purposes. And I get what you're saying. Even though there are a lot of creeps on there are a lot of genuinely nice people that I've encountered on there that are just lonely and just want to have a conversation. But when over 50% of your user base is fucking creeps and pedophiles, I think it's pretty safe to say you have a problem on your platform, and it's probably better to shut it down. And the moderation tools that they provided on the website were just not good enough. They did not do good enough of a job to just moderate, and remove the creeps from that website. It's so easy to just create a new account on there or just find another way to use the moderated section. I guarantee you there's so many people that have found workarounds to be able to use the moderated section. And it's not like the it's not like the moderated section was an improved version of Omegle. The moderated section, the unmoderated section, and unmoderated section were practically almost the same. I mean, I guess you could say that the moderated section was a little safer, but I mean, that's like comparing apples to apples. You're not really changing anything. It's still the same platform, still the same shit, still the same creeps. So yeah, you didn't really change anything by adding a moderated section on there. And look, it's like this website definitely had its fair share of problems. Your website is fucked up when the first person you meet is literally the nicest person you've ever met, probably like Jesus Christ, and then the next person you meet is fucking Diddy. Like that's how you know your website has a problem, because if there's only two types of people like that and you're encountering more of the latter person, then you really shouldn't have that website up and running in the first place. You know that iconic scene from Squid Games where the recruiter's trying to recruit people by getting them to play Dachi with them? Well, I like to imagine that Omegle's basically the same thing, but instead of recruiting people to literally fight to the death for a lump sum of money, you're recruiting people for Epstein's Island, where children will be traumatized for a lifetime to come. And yeah, that's pretty much just how Omegle works. It's a pretty fucked up website. Don't use it. If you're trying to make friends online, honestly, there's just so many better places to do it. Discord is the first place that comes to mind. Obviously, they're with caveats, right? There's also a lot of nasty Discord. There's also a lot of nasty Discord channels on there that are just borderline illegal. But yeah, I'm sure if you have an interest, a niche interest in something, or a niche hobby in something, you will be able to find it on Discord. if you like, I don't know, what's a niche hobby or something weird that people like? I don't know, clowns. Let's say you have a freaking weird fascination with clowns. I'm sure there's a Discord server that the whole theme of the Discord server is clowns. In fact, I'm going to search it up right now. That's how confident I am in the niche Discord places that you can find. Discord clown server search. And then I'm going to go on the search bar. I'm going to put clown on the search bar. Would you look at that? I found a Discord server with clowns in it. It's, you know, it's clown oriented, and it has over 1,000 members. So yeah, that's proof that you can basically find any kind of server, any kind of niche server that you want on Discord. No matter how niche your hobby is, you can probably find it on Discord. But yeah, don't use Omegle. There's a bunch of other copycat websites. There's I think there's Monkey. There's another one that's literally called Omegle, but it's not the original Omegle. There's omegle, that's another really popular one. That's where all the popular YouTube streamers used to do all the Omegle content, and now they use omegle. Just don't use any of these websites. You're not really missing out on anything. You know, it's just the same kind of creeps. All the creeps that were on Omegle are now just on these other various websites. Just don't use them. There's better places to make friends online that doesn't involve, you know, finding, you know, explicit pictures and videos of people left and right. So yeah, just, you know, keep that in mind. And yeah, let me know what you think of Omegle in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Anyway, here's that clown server I was talking about. Not very big. Actually, it wasn't 1,000 people. The previous server that I found wasn't actually clown oriented, but here it is. I'm not much of a clown connoisseur myself, but hey, that just basically goes to that just basically proved my point that there's a fucking Discord server for everything. So, yeah, there you go.